The piece of artwork that you're looking at is Mary Magdalene by the master Donatello in 1453. And it is Mary Magdalene, and it is crafted out of polychromed wood. And one of my great subscribers just sent me this picture and a very, very interesting description of what he believes it depicts. And I believe he's right. And of course it is art, and art is open to interpretation of each person. And I believe what Jack, the great subscriber, has seen is a very accurate interpretation, and I'd like to share it with you. In our last discussion of the secret book of John, which is linked in the box below, we discussed how John said that Sophia, or Sophia, feeling bad about what she had done, creating Yaldabaoth without the knowledge of her male counterpart. So she did make the rat bastard as a rat bastard. Who's the rat bastard? Yahweh, Marduk, Jehovah, Yaldabaoth, rat bastard. And it says that she came down from above. She became life. She became the mother of all living. And then we read in the book of Genesis that Eve means life. Eve was called the mother of all living. So I offered you my conviction that the goddess Sophia, in order to make up for the tremendous error she had made, and perhaps to pay a price for it, became the first Christ, if you will. She became the first divine one within the confines of the biblical writ to assume bodily form in order to help lead, guide, improve the condition of humanity. Combined with the secret book of John, the book of Genesis shows that that's exactly what Sophia did. She, like the Elohim, the Word, would, some 6,000 to 10,000 years later, came into a human body to assist the humans and help us overcome her own procreation, the rat bastard, Yahweh, Jehovah, Marduk, Yaldabaoth. And the New Testament talks about the first Adam and calls the Word, the Christ, the first Adam. I would ask you, who then was the first Eve? Was it not, as the book of Genesis and the secret book of John seem to clearly imply, Sophia, manifest? And the fact that this is carved in wood is even further confirmation to me that it is exactly what we are saying it is, Jack and I. For it was wood into which we entered into, conned by the offspring of Sophia, the aforementioned Yaldabaoth, surrendering our spiritual sovereignty and being trapped in wood bodies. You've heard me talk about that on several occasions. In fact, I just talked about it the other day. I'll try to link that one as well. So Sophia comes down as Eve, manifests herself, allows herself to be manifested in the wood body in order to help mankind get out of the wood body. And there's a few things that Jack said that I want to point out to me that make perfect sense as well. And again, this is wood. This is polychromed wood. Donatello didn't do a lot of work in wood. Why would he do this work in wood? And I'm calling this, and this is just my label, Magdalene as Sophia in wood. That's just my name for it. And if you look at her face, you can see a stricken look on her face, almost a masculine face. And she's stricken. Her eyes are somewhat hollowed. Her face is gaunt and stretched. She almost has a corpse-like appearance because she has left spiritual sovereignty and even goddess existence to dwell in wood, a wood mud body created by her very own offspring, Yaldabaoth, to trick humanity into the perfect creation of the inexpressible ones, or the Elohim. And you can see a resigned firmness in her eyes. This is horrible, this is terrible, but I must do it because I have brought this upon myself. And as you look at the rest of her body, you can see her hands in a prayerful or even a namaste type of a posture, just trying to center herself and trying to do what she needs to do. And you can see across her chest, her bones very prominent. Again, a very corpse-like appearance, very gaunt. And once more, this is wood. Donatello, Magdalene, as Sophia in wood. And as we go down, we can see that she is, you can see the imagery, it's very much of a tree. Looks like a tree. It looks like, as was in the New Testament verse we talked about, I see men, sovereign men, creations of the Elohim, in trees, stumbling as wood, as trees stumbling. Look at that. That looks like a tree. Don't tell me that doesn't look like a tree. That looks just like a tree. But yet, it is a woman, and maybe that's why she looks so spindly. Donatello may be trying to draw allusion to limbs. But it looks just like wood, and something to me that is very much a clincher. Again, the very thin, spindly branch looking, and this looks for all the world like bark. Look at that. Here's the goddess, the bark descending. And then look at this. Look at her feet. What are her feet ascending out of? What are her feet covered with? Mud. The mud hut body, crafted from the dust, the debris of the earth. The goddess lowering herself to make up for her great mistake. Magdalene as Sophia in wood. A very powerful reminder of where we are, why, and the fact that we have the help of a female goddess, Sophia, the help of a male god, the Word, manifest in the divine spark within us. We have the perfect balanced power, wisdom, strength finesse, to rise out of this wood, back to our unified male, female, spiritual essence. Magdalene, as Sophia in wood. Donatello, 1453. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, the Christian Whistleblower. Unwind your mind. Unindoctrinate yourself. Be excellent to yourself, so you can, and we can all, be excellent to each other.